Slamming.
Jamming.
Cool.
Red.
Awesome.
Hip.
Pro.
Star. It's time to get slamming, jamming, cool, red, hip, hap, hoppity doo.
Yeah. We're the Pro Stars.
And we're here to say
Bo knows Toon Jam. Toon Jam. Toon Jam. Hello and welcome once again to Toon Jam. My name is Matt.
And I'm J-Man.
And today we're talking about Pro Stars.
Oh, yes.
This was a request, and I just want to say thank you because this was an experience. Pro Stars is a show that aired in 1991. I think it only had one season. But it features three professional sports stars: Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, and Bo Jackson.
Oh, yes.
And it's all about them trying to help out kids.
Yeah, it's all about helping kids.
It's all about helping kids. So they, just use sports gadgets and obviously their skills to save children and sometimes the environment and the planet from nefarious forces against sports. It's quite the concept, and it is incredibly interesting and definitely worth a watch.
Oh yeah, if you haven't seen it,
if you've never seen this, we jumped straight in on episode 1, which is called "The Slugger Returns."
Yes.
So let's start up with memories. So, what are your memories of
Pro Stars? Well, actually, I used to. I remember like my early routine as a young fellow was I'd wake up quite early in the morning, and so early, in fact, that back in those days there wasn't actually any TV on, so there was like teletext. Which was
basically you had to wait, didn't you?
You just had to play Bamboozle for like 40 minutes before anything happened. So there was teletext, and then Channel 4 early in the mornings it'd play like a handful of cartoons. There'd be like a couple randomly selected cartoons, and then Sesame Street. And in that slot, I remember Pro Stars would occasionally pop up. And for ages, I thought it was like the Harlem Globetrotters cartoon.
Yeah,
I used to get it confused.
Because we've tried to do this before.
Yeah.
But I had to explain to you that Globetrotters was well older.
Yeah, and I was like, that can't be right. I remember seeing people do amazing things in sports.
Yeah.
And it was because it was actually Pro Stars.
Stars, there you go, yeah.
And I mean, I was a big Michael Jordan fan back then, mainly because he's got a cool name. And also because he's got a line of trainers. Yeah.
And also
because he has, he's got like a cool haircut.
But
a cool haircut.
He's got an extra shiny haircut.
He's got those clippers that go down to 0.1.
And he was dead good at baseball.
Yeah. Everyone knows. In
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
Real reason everyone's fan
that's
Space Jam. So they're your memories.
Yeah, that's my memories. So what about you?
I don't remember it.
Oh.
So,
well,
I've never seen it. I'd never seen it before
until now.
Yeah, I didn't even know it existed.
It's real, man.
Yeah, when you were talking about it, I was like...
you were like,
Globetrotters. That's well older.
What a loser.
I used to like Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh, right, yeah.
So,
cool.
But, Pro Stars was entirely new to me. Another new one to me after... The last unsuccessful attempt to widen my eyes was Samurai Pizza Cats. so this was a worrying prospect. But let's head straight in with with the plot line of the show.
Yeah. So basically, there's the show all starts with those coming out of some lockers, which I thought was pretty hilarious.
I mean, so you got the intro.
The intro, which has got an amazing theme.
It's got loads of clips of them playing sports.
Yeah.
Which are really good. You're like, oh yeah, and then it's like a really super crap theme.
Yeah,
but to the point where
it's so bad it's
which
good.
Is a good signifier for this show.
Yeah. There's also the little segments with they've got live action bits that are pre-recorded with the stars.
Yeah,
and stuff,
these were my favourite things about the show. These are like. Who knew it was here before Jackie Chan as well?
I know.
Because I used to love that in Jackie Chan when they talked to Jackie before. Yeah. But this is where it all started, and straight away they ask him questions, don't they?
Yeah.
And oh man, they were just cracking me up. Just how unenthusiastic Wayne Gretzky is.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird watching him in the show because it's just like, what? That's the same guy.
It's like they sort of, I can't remember, something like Bo Jackson's like, Bo knows sports, and then it cuts to him and he's like, yeah. So straight away I'm howling with laughter at Wayne Gretzky. Yeah. It goes quite. You can tell whoever cut it was like loving it.
Yeah,
proper good. I mean, I don't know if it changes. This episode is just them two in the video clips, isn't it?
Right? Yeah, no Michael Jordan for this one, but which is pretty good because you see the complete contrast between the energies of Bo Jackson.
So Bo Jackson's clearly very present, or he had a ad campaign with Nike before.
Yeah.
That's where Bo Knows comes from.
Right.
And he uses this throughout the episode.
Yeah.
I don't know, it seems like Wayne Gretzky has never been in an interview before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. But then it's only brief in at the start. They have a long bit at the end. So it sort of cuts in.
So they cut in and the three guys turn up and they're at this weird little lab. So there's Mom, who's
their coach.
Yeah,
she's a Jewish woman.
Yeah, very overtly Jewish woman.
Super Jewish woman.
Yeah, painfully.
Yeah. And she invent the gadgets.
She invents the gadgets for him. Yeah. So she sort of makes these little very sports orientated equipment.
Really pointless as well. Yeah. So there's what was it? So
Michael Jordan's got basketball, a little button that inflates giant basketballs. They're helium inflated.
Yeah. Bo's got a baseball bat that shoots baseballs out the top of it.
Yeah,
and then it's just so pointless.
And it's got a laser light at the bottom that doesn't even come into use.
There's an upside down lightsaber that shoots baseballs out the top, and then Wayne Gretzky's got a wrist strap that turns into a hockey stick.
Yeah.
But you just think, why don't you just carry a hockey stick on your back or something?
I don't know, it's just,
This is just a lot of...
That was
trying to look cool.
That was a weird one. And then he's also got a boomerang puck.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is cool.
So it comes back to him.
Yeah. So this is basically a James Bond part where she's showing them all the new inventions.
And there's also an assistant woman, isn't there?
Yeah.
But is she someone as well?
I don't know.
Because her voice acting was so bad that I was like, I wonder if she's
she must
actually
be
a sports star.
Personality.
They never said her name fully, I don't think. So I don't know.
So she shows them all their inventions, and then they get a call in from, or they're shown a clip of some little kid, some little Jimmy or whatever, and it's just oh, hey pro stars, I'm really sad
because they have in the actual clips at the start as well, they have kids asking him questions, don't they?
Yeah.
So it's kind of, they use that in the show as well as a cartoon kid.
They blur the lines between reality and fiction in this show.
Just to really hit home that this is true.
Because it's all about helping kids.
Yeah. It's all about helping kids. And it's dead hilarious. Yeah.
So they get a call in from little Jimmy who's like, "Hey, Pro Stars, I'm really sad because my dad just disappeared because I stopped playing. Little League, and now he's like deserted my mother and left us bankrupt, and
he
like,
hates me, and it's my fault."
and it's like some incredibly intense sob story.
And then like they sort of cut in like, "No father would ever leave his son for striking out." There must be something wrong.
Some bizarre.
I suppose that was
philosophy.
Like in America they always have those sort of coach dads that are well, at least in teen dramas they always do. They really pressure their kids into being the best they can at the sports. This was, I suppose, a way to combat that.
That's it.
No father would ever leave his son for striking out.
And it's like really serious that moment.
You're
like, oh, all right.
And then Wayne Gretzky's like, yeah,
because he's definitely left his kid for striking out. So they set off to sort this out, and they end up like they get in the Pro Star 1, which is like a Thunderbird. But it's, just, it's like some weird rocket ship that they also have.
The mum's built for them.
And Wayne sits in the back while those two sit up front. And
Michael Jordan's like, "I've always wanted to be a pilot," and then just like narrowly misses a plane.
Yeah, which is pretty funny. And they find Jimmy just sulking on some steps somewhere
outside the sports museum. Which is his dad is also a sportsman. That runs it, but he's also a famous sportsman that I don't know who.
No,
it is,
I didn't know who it was.
There's a lot of American sports stars, which fair enough.
Yeah, if you're a sportsman, you're gonna love.
That's what
it's about. Sport.
It's about sport. Yeah, it was originally made for ESPN.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty
so
cool.
It is like sports.
Yeah, super sportsman. So they find Jimmy and he's having a bad time, and they kind of convince him that that's not why his dad left. Which is
because no father.
No father. And so they sort of, for some reason, they head inside to find him because it's like, oh, he went in there and then never came back.
And this is when we see this is probably the most bizarre thing about the show. Like if the Jewish mom coach wasn't enough, the villain of the piece, who's this weird ginger guy with massive hair and a dastardly mustache,
and his name
in a baseball outfit,
Clockwork Delarange.
I couldn't, when you just like, I see what you've done. I see you've played on Clockwork Orange.
But why?
I don't know why. I can't see why you have done that.
Tell us, Pro Star Writers, why?
Yeah. That's what they must have said to Wayne. So the villain in this is Clockwork Delarange.
We don't know why they've decided to tie in for that film. And then so his plan is he's kind of kidnapped Jimmy's dad. And then also he has these tiny remote devices which have the ability to animate any inanimate object, and instead of using them to take over the world, he's decided to set them up inside the sports museum and attach them to sports memorabilia.
And what's his end goal?
I think it's to do something to cripple the Pro Stars.
He doesn't like the Pro Stars at all, does he?
No.
But he does seem to have a mission in mind. I can't remember what it was.
No, it was like change something in sports or something.
He wanted money. He wanted to bankrupt.
That was it.
Because he has this weird thing at the end, doesn't he, where he either wants to get paid $100 million or the same amount as
all the left-handed pitchers or something.
And then they're like, we'll be bankrupt.
Which is just like, that was like a weird way to give you a fact about how many left-handed pitchers there are. What a bizarre factoid.
He is definitely the most bizarre thing in this show. The show itself is a bizarre premise.
It's already
You're willing to accept a lot, but Clockwork Delarange.
Where did that come from?
No.
So the pro stars work their way through the museum, and then things start coming to life.
Yeah. So first of all, it's like a construct made of all different like gloves and helmets and pads.
That's
and stuff
it.
that fights them. But Wayne Gretzky gets his skates out.
That's it.
And fights it with his hockey,
hockey
stuff.
stick. Yeah.
But have you noticed when he's always like it's like the hardest thing ever is him skating. Oh god, I've never done this before.
So strange.
But then they're fighting all this stuff. They don't really know why. They're still looking for.
Yeah, this cool fight music comes on, and they go into this little brawl. And they fight stuff. Get Jimmy back because he's kind of been kidnapped. By the thing.
He's not been kidnapped yet, has he?
No. Well, I think
they save him.
Save him from the thing with the boomerang,
and then
which comes back.
Bo and Michael Jordan go.
They get eaten by like a shark or something.
Well, they go to this hunting.
Yeah, why is there like a normal museum inside the sports museum?
It's like a full-on hunting thing with loads of stuffed animals in it, apparently.
Yeah.
And then they end up having to fight loads of like a bear and a shark and all sorts. And meanwhile, Bo's protecting the kid.
Yeah.
And he loses the kid.
He's
instantly. What is he? He's making a sandwich or something. There's a bit where they go to that.
Oh, well, I think that's Wayne. I think Gretzky's making a sandwich.
Yeah.
And
it's Wayne Gretzky. Yeah.
And he's just like, you can't eat this, Wayne. And he's like, that's right, no garlic.
And it's like a tower sandwich as big as any man.
And then Bo's like, no garlic, Wayne. Bo knows bad breath.
Classic. It's like Bo knows. He must have been like. In his contract, you have to include at least 5 Bo notes.
He gets paid like $1,000 every time he says it. So
and Nike just paying out. Loving it.
It's pretty funny to be fair. Every time it comes up.
Bo knows bad breath. Yeah.
And then there's the whole place starts coming about, like falling apart, and
there's a lot of action going on here.
There's like an Indiana Jones moment with a giant basketball as they're going down the stairs.
The world's biggest basketball. And then I think these are 2 different bits, but eventually Michael Jordan and Bo get eaten by a shark.
Yeah.
Now this was where I could not understand. For ages they're stuck in this shark.
Yeah.
And Bo's looking for his baseball bat torch, and he's like, "Now I can see," and then he just busts and rips out of it, and you just think, why did you see to do that? And they're still wearing the shark.
Yeah, for ages they're just like wandering about in the shark like a 2-person costume, which is pretty funny as well. The whole night at the museum secret origin situation going on here, and then
that's obviously who did it first.
Hey,
Pro Stars.
Pro Stars
is the answer to that. Meanwhile, off at base camp, Mom sends what's her name?
The other woman.
Yeah, I'm sure I wrote her name down somewhere because I was just like, is this anyone? I don't know. He sends her to warn the commissioner. Of Clockwork de la Orange's plan.
Yeah.
So she goes to this grand opening of the museum. And she's just in the crowd like, Commissioner, Commissioner,
hey.
And he just doesn't listen.
No, he's can't.
And obviously, it's all too late because it turns out the giant statue of Babe Ruth is actually inhabited by none other than Clockwork de la Orange, and he's also, this is where he's been keeping the kid's dad. And now the kid who's kidnapped.
And so he starts turning, the statue starts coming to life. And grabs the commission.
He grabs a commissioner and he wants that money. But don't worry, the Pro Stars are here,
That's
baby.
it.
Bo knows how to stop giant statues. And then Michael Jordan flies the Pro Stars 1 up, doesn't he?
Immediately
gets smashed with a baseball bat. But luckily he's got his floating basketballs that sort of go any which way he wants.
And then there's just a few mishaps, and they manage to get the commish out of there using the What do they use to get him out there? I think they fly him down.
They get in. They like.
Because he's like in the little belt buckle thing, isn't he?
Yeah. Do they get? I can't remember.
No, I think somehow they get down or whatever.
Yeah,
and then Michael Jordan gets down with the grappling hook that's also in the bottom of the baseball.
Yeah, that baseball that was pretty.
Yeah, it could
non-stop.
Could do with one of them.
Yeah,
it comes in every situation.
Yeah.
And then finally, Bo smashes a baseball onto the remote device on the statue to deactivate it, and then Clockwork De La Orange is done. Really, pretty much.
That's it.
Done. Defeated.
And then there's a sort of happy moment in the end when he's like, I would love you, son, no matter how many times you strike out. And the kid's like, I'm going to play Little League after all, because it doesn't matter if you strike out. It's just fun to play. And then we come back to question time. Yeah,
question time once again.
Bo and Wayne.
Yeah, which is amazing.
This is I mean, if the first bit wasn't funny,
this is some quality.
Really,
quality.
So it's like there's some kids like, how do you prepare the night before?
Yeah.
And Wayne, no, how do you prepare for a game? And Wayne's like, preparing for a game starts the day before.
And that's his entire life. And then it just cuts away.
Yeah,
you're like,
and there's
what?
this whole bit about both of them going on about how you need to sleep.
Yeah, that was like the worst advice ever. Just like, oh, how do I get ready for a game? Sleep. Before you do the game, sleep the night before.
Sleep,
take a 2-hour nap.
Sleep.
I do a lot of sleeping. I know Bo sleeps.
Bo knows sleep.
You're like, what? This is like how to be a pro star. Just sleep 24 hours a day.
If that wasn't amusing enough,
it's
followed by another question, which is, who would you want to be a pro star?
Yeah.
Bo can't think of anyone for ages, and then finally says someone, and you can tell he's like, this guy. But Wayne's like, Andre Agassi. Bet you thought I wasn't going to say that, huh?
Yeah.
I surprised you there, didn't I?
Yeah, and then it keeps cutting back, and like the crew are like gobsmacked or something.
Like,
and they decide,
really
you didn't see it. You didn't see it going, did you? You just,
Andre Agassi, you just didn't think of it.
Classic Gretzky.
you thought someone else.
Being running around the corner.
To be fair, the point of this episode, this show, I suppose, was to get kids into sports and these guys as well. I came out of this show thinking Wayne Gretzky was amazing.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Oh yeah, all of them.
But also well done.
Oh,
I don't know if he is.
No.
I don't know the guy.
Maybe it wasn't an honest portrayal.
I feel like it was a bad portrayal, but it was hilarious nonetheless.
Either way, there's three comedians by the end of this.
And Bo knows everything.
Yeah, he does.
Big time. Michael Jordan, I wish he'd been in it.
I know.
We know enough about him from Space Jam.
That's it. He's got
that. Yeah. But there you go. So that's the end of the episode.
Toon Jam. Toon Jam.
Right. So rating time. We have a 3-point system here. Thumbs up is Bo knows what's good. Thumbs down is Bo knows what's bad. And shaky middle is Bo doesn't know.
Yeah.
So, as always, let's start with you, Mr. J-Man.
Well, I mean, this definitely hit home some nostalgia for me. Many early mornings, or maybe just a few. Just coming straight back to me.
Either way,
I did actually. The theme definitely brought it back.
Did it?
And there's also they have their own little theme tune that's kind of in the background. It's like this little loop of like a track that I was like, oh yeah, I remember this.
Those are the bits that remind you, aren't they?
Yeah. Because it's like halfway between Lost in Space theme. It's like this weird little soundbite that they keep looping. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah. But as a show, I mean, I think my favourite part of it was that they've kind of just cobbled together so many elements of 90s cartoons that it was just like a super show of just It had like stupid villains. It had.
It was almost like a checklist of the time, wasn't it? Like,
really
what do these shows have?
Yeah.
Like people that didn't really ever make those shows, and they were just like, well, just as long as it has all this.
Yeah, like they just ticked them all off. It was as if like, you know, if aliens discovered our race and they had to watch one show from the 90s, they could just put Pro Stars on and they'd get all the information they ever needed
of like 90s culture.
That was just all the things rolled in one. Like, it made me laugh. I learned some stuff about sports. I learned some stuff about sleep. It was an all-rounder.
Yeah.
It was it was I mean, I kind of miss shows now where they have like little weird segments at the start, because it's just, I kind of forgot that even happened.
Yeah.
So I mean, for me, it is 3 thumbs up there. It's 3.
Really?
Yeah, that's a Gretzky, a Bo Jackson, and a Jordan. It's thumbs up from me. Yeah.
Well, as you know, I have. I didn't have any nostalgic memories of this, so untainted modern day. It was a very much a checklist show. It's I don't know. It's weird because it adds all the elements, and it's like none of them work. But to a point, it's weird how they've. I'd say when we review these, I'm usually probably a bit too no nonsense on, you know, if something's a bit bad. I'm not one to like something because it's bad.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know, if something's bad, I don't think it's funny because it's bad often. But this absolutely was, and it's very bizarre how everything with it didn't really work to the point that it all worked.
Yeah.
And it was acceptable, and it is
alchemy.
It's almost like an embarrassing display of the 90s. Like the commercialism gone mad. But in a way that is, I suppose it does have the, you know, it's got the right message, you know, it does have morals to it, and it is so stupid, it's funny. And just watching them in the interviews
even better
is hilarious.
Gold.
So I'm a thumbs up as well.
Yes. 2 thumbs up.
Genuinely, sitting down to watch this, I was like, here we go then. I just thought guaranteed thumbs down. Maybe a shaky middle, because I'd be surprised it wasn't as bad. Thumbs up.
Look at that.
Pro stars. Hilarious.
It is
so stupid.
It is.
I don't know. Watch it. It's
You've got to
fascinating. So thanks again for the suggestion.
Because it took me back to days. I knew I hadn't dreamt this, and what a dream it is.
It's real.
That's it.
So let's finish up with a segment. Reboot time.
Reboot.
My God, it's dead. We need a reboot.
Reboot! So, yes, thank you very much. What do you reckon then? Would you like to see, or do you think, not necessarily would you like to see, because obviously we would love to see Pro Stars return in some form, but do you think in this day and age it could, or realistically should? Amusement aside.
I don't know really. I think the message behind it is kind of good, and I think that I think kids need role models,
and it is that
like positive role models. And I guess the thing about it is you've got that sort of that weird interactivity that you kind of had with kids stuff back in the day, like, you know, like you get this on TV shows, you get like the letters sections in the back of comics and stuff. Like, there was always that kind of link between the kids and and like,
I suppose social media's really ruined that. Just because it's almost too much. And it's so negative now. It's not just like, oh, they might read my letter out. It's like, I hate this show.
That's it. It's not like, hi, I'm Johnny, and I'm from Arkansas, and I love your show. It's just like all the bad stuff, and like the tiny little stuff filters in. It doesn't feel as special either. Like,
no, it's just like, ugh.
So I think that I think that's a really cool kind of part of those early shows that would be really cool to bring back. But also to have like sports stars and stuff like shown in the, you know, like doing what they do and like having wacky adventures and stuff. I reckon some sort of. I reckon they could bring it back. What about you? Do you think it would be? It'd be worthwhile.
It's one of those things where like sort of the younger part of me that did enjoy, you know, all these silly tie-ins and stuff. It's a bit like the McDonald's thing where it's like, is it good? I mean, how much of an advert is this for Nike?
Yeah.
And like, how many times did you say Bo knows? How it's probably sponsored by Nike to a degree or something like that. And I don't know. I don't know if we need another Pro Stars really. Yeah. But something, you know, with those sort of morals is good. If you take out the product placement and stuff like that.
If you do a not for profit Pro Stars, it's just helping kids
actually,
get into sports.
So, and that's a bit more, I suppose it's more like the Globetrotters.
Yeah.
If you brought something like that back where it's purely role model stuff and then I suppose, you know, it could make a comeback.
Who would be your 3 Pro Stars if you brought it back?
Well, the trouble is, when it comes to sports, I'm not very in the know. So I don't even...
Three sportsmen, any 3 sports people from 3 different fields.
From 3 different fields.
Yeah.
I mean, we're really, really stunted.
Yeah.
I think... I don't know. Well, you go first.
Okay.
You go first.
So, I guess LeBron James.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because I don't know, he's got some shoes, so that's why I know who he is. I know him from the shoes.
He'd probably be in it, wouldn't he? He's someone, isn't he?
Yeah, he's someone. He does sports, I think.
Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He's like. Popular person.
What does he do?
He's an American footballer.
Oh, is
I think he's like Trump supporter, so I don't know if he's necessarily, you know, young role model material. I don't know though. I don't know.
No.
This is the trouble.
I don't know. What other sports are there? Bear Grylls, is that a sport? Survival sport. Yeah,
I mean they had hunters on the
exactly. So Bear Grylls,
White Goodman from Dodgeball.
Exactly. Yeah, Bear Grylls, White Goodman, and LeBron James.
There you go.
Hey, Pro Stars 2019.
That's the lineup.
Come on.
So there you go. There you have it, guys. Thanks for listening again. Hope you enjoyed today's episode as much as we did.
Yeah.
If you liked it, please give us a little rating review on whatever you listen to us. It really helps us out. You can also sponsor us on Patreon.
Yes.
Where you get some little extra doodahs episodes for your monies.
That's it. Bo knows support.
Yeah. So, until next time, as always, stay jammy.
Hey everyone, thank you for listening to Toon Jam. And if you want to continue to help us out, you can help us by jumping over to our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/toonjampod. And if you can rate and review us everywhere you listen to your podcasts, so on iTunes or on the Android apps, that'd be a massive help too. Thank you, and stay jammy.